Hi guys, it's Coach Jamie here, back with week 7 of our football videos and week 2 of our new set of videos. This week we're going to be focusing on improving our passing with a little bit of dribbling mixed in at the end. Once again, there are going to be 5 different levels for you guys to complete that slowly get harder as we go. Now, as we're practicing passing this week, we're either going to need a partner who can be somebody in our house like a sibling or a parent, or we're going to need a wall to pass the ball against. As you'll see when we get into the challenges, I didn't have any of those available to me, so I had to come up with something a little bit different. Anyway, enough talk from me, let's get into the video.
So starting off fairly obviously with level 1, okay, and level 1 is going to be nice and easy just to get us started. You can see there, that's the wall that I'm using, it's just that big box there. Now level 1 is a nice easy one to get us started. We're just going to be using the inside of either our feet, it doesn't really matter which one we use to start. I use mainly my right foot, there's a couple of times I use my left, and we're just going to take 2 touches each time and pass our ball to our partner or against our wall, okay, so you can see I take 1 touch to control the ball, and 1 touch to pass it. Try and take not more than 2, that should be enough. And obviously you've got to focus on how hard you're passing your ball, because if you smack it as hard as you can, it's going to go flying past you. If you don't pass it hard enough, it's not going to bounce back. Now the challenge I'm going to set for level 1 is going to be 50 passes to your partner or against the wall, 2 touches inside of your foot, whichever foot you want. You guys can pause here and try out that challenge. So next up is obviously level 2, and level 2 we're making it a little bit harder. We're going to be using 2 touches, still using the inside of our feet, but this time we're going to try and change feet both times, or at least use both feet. You don't have to change every single time you make a pass, but you've got to try and use both feet quite evenly. So you can see here, at the start I'm going right to left, right to left. Sometimes I'm controlling with my left, passing with my left. Sometimes I control with my left, pass with my right. Sometimes I control with my right, pass with my right. And sometimes I control with my right, pass with my left. So there's any sort of combination that you like. Just getting used to using both feet to pass the ball and both feet to control the ball as well. Now, once again, the challenge that I'm going to set for level 2 is going to be 50 passes against your wall or to your partner. And it's still quite easy to start us off. We do get harder as they go. We do take it down to 1 touch. And same as last time, you've got to think about your power that you're going to use each time. But yeah, 50 passes against your wall or to your partner. You guys can pause here and try that one out yourselves. So moving on to level 3, this time we're going to be able to use either foot, but we're only allowed 1 touch, okay? So whichever foot you feel more comfortable with, I feel more comfortable using my right. This time only 1 touch there. I think there's a couple of times in here where I use my left, but most of these passes are on my right foot. You can see I'm still using the inside. I'm keeping nice and light on my toes so that I'm always ready. Because if I'm flat-footed, I'm not going to be able to adjust my body in time if I misplace a pass by accident. So once again, the goal is to reach 50 passes. Okay, we're still thinking about our power, making sure we're using the inside of our foot. You can see there I used my left once. But we're just reinforcing that muscle memory of practicing those passes with the inside of our foot, and like I say, only practicing on the 1 foot for now. So you guys can pause here and try and reach those 50 passes yourself. So next up is of course level 4, and level 4 we're going to be using 1 touch, and we're going to be trying to use both of our feet. Okay, so as you can see here, I try and use both feet as much as each other. So you don't have to take it in turns, you don't have to go right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. You can do a couple on the right, a couple on the left. Doesn't matter too much, as long as you've got sort of an even spread between right and left. And you can see each time I'm making sure that I only take 1 touch instead of 2 or 3. You can also see that it's extra important to keep nice and light on your toes for this one, because if you set your body to receive a pass on your right foot, and then it accidentally goes to your left, like it takes a bobble or something, then you need to readjust your whole body. And if you're standing flat-footed, then it's going to be really difficult, whereas if you're up on your toes, it's going to be a bit easier. Okay, so same again, the goal is 50 passes. You guys can pause the video here, see if you can reach that target. And now we're moving on to level 5, and this is where stuff starts to get a little bit more difficult. So, I have made myself 3 different gates. Gate number 1 is my 2 flip-flops, as you can see here. Gate number 2 is the 2 yellow buckets on the floor there. And gate number 3 is the red box and the white box over there. Now these are just about a metre apart from each other, and a metre wide each gate, and they're in front of my wall. And we're basically going to pass our ball against the wall through gate number 1, go and get it, dribble it back to gate number 2, pass it through gate number 2, go and get it, dribble it back to gate number 3, pass it through gate number 3, go and get it, back through number 1, and then number 2 again, and now number 3. So we're also including some dribbling with our passing. So we should go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, over and over, like so. Keeping that ball nice and close to us when we dribble, just like we practiced last week. And we're also getting lots of different angles when we pass. And it's important to remember as well to use both feet, like we've been practicing so far this video. Now this time you don't have to reach 50 passes. You just have to set yourself a timer for a minute and see how many times you can get through each different gate. You can pause here and try that one out yourselves.
Right, so once again we finished all 5 of the challenges in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and you had some spare time to practice your passing. That's all from me though, and I'll see you next week.